Hello and welcome to my guide to achieve gold on the lap time challenge using the KTM X-Bow at Road Atlanta. I've got a time of 1 minute 24.904. I use manual gears and no assists apart from ABS on weak, so I'll show you how I did it. So here we go, I'll start the lap. So full throttle. Now when you get to this penultimate corner just before the start finish line, make sure to use the whole track right to the left hand side here and start to turn in just as you reach the end of the yellow and blue curb. Try and take it flat out, get to the inside curb and ease it out to the outside curb, steering as little as you can to make it around the corner full speed. First braking zone is just as you get to this the end of the concrete pit sort of separation wall with a red marker board on the end of it. That's where I hit the brakes. Down one gear, start to trail brake it, watch the brake bars, I ease it into the corner, get to the inside apex, pick up the throttle. Now leave it in fourth gear here, because shifting up the 5 will actually cost you a bit of time, but don't let it hit the rev limiter, so just as it's about to, just start to ease off a little bit so it sort of maintains speed rather than loses it. Start to steer it in and just give it a bit of maintenance throttle and try and sort of straddle this yellow and blue curb, and just as you get to the end of it, little bit of brake and shift down one gear and start to steer it into the right to make the blind apex on that right hander. Get the left hand wheels on that curb there to try and take this full throttle to the right, into the left for the S's and over to the right now. To really try and straddle this curb to widen the entry into the following left hander, of which you also need to use all the track and a bit more. So down into third gear, that will just help to help the back end with a bit of rotation, and try and get the right hand wheels of the car onto the inside curb, so the left hand side of the car is actually on the grass. Back up into fourth and throttle on the apex, try and straighten it up, maximum speed down this next straight. Into fifth, bring it to the left hand side, and my next braking zone is just as I get to this little 300 meter board just in a tree there on the left hand side or just before it. So I'm going to sort of shift down into third gear again just to help rotation, back up into fourth, full throttle, and then as soon as I straighten it up I get back on the brakes and back down into third gear. And this next corner is really important to get right, ease it in, back up into fourth, and then start to wind off the steering as on the exit to maximise speed on the exit. Into fifth, and use all the RPMs, get to sixth gear. There it is, bring it to the right hand side, and next braking zone is just here at the 200 meter marker board. It's on the right hand side there. Just going to hit the brakes, down into third, down into second, again just to help a bit of rotation, and then back up into third. No, I'm actually starting to drift on the entry to this corner and try and get the left hand side of the car just clipping over the grass there. Back on the power and excuse me, I've got a bit of a cough at the moment. So when you feel the balance of the suspension sort of rebound and bounce the other way, try and steer in, shift up into fourth and full throttle on the exit of this corner. Straighten it up, into fifth. Now I did a bit of a safety lift here because knew I was on a fairly good lap, and I wanted to make sure I got round this corner, but you should take it flat out really. That's the exit, and there you have it, 1 minute 24.904. I hope you found that useful and it helps you achieve gold on this time trial yourself.